Let's set off on a majestic adventure in the all-new...
Yeah, right. This is the BMW 550i Sport. The E60 model is a fantastic sports sedan. With a balance and athleticism the F10 successor doesn't quite replicate. With the 4.8 liter, this is the closest you could get to an M5 with an automatic. Great power and an excellent drive. Let's take a look.
Under the hood of the 550, you're going to find BMW's familiar 4.8 liter V8 engine. In this tune, this is a 360 horsepower engine. Obviously very powerful. This is mated to the 6-speed automatic, which is called the Steptronic Automatic because of the manual shift, routed to the rear wheels. This car does have a Sport Package, so you're talking about a much more aggressive set of rubber, suspension, seats, steering wheel, but definitely one of the best buys on the marketplace today in my mind. Let's walk around it though because there's so much equipment on here and the condition's phenomenal. Then we'll take it for a spin. Stay tuned. Let's take a look just to exemplify the condition. There is no damage on this entire car. The whole entire body is absolutely solid and in factory condition, but you know, there's a couple of stone chips across the front. Almost all of them are so minor I really couldn't even point them out, even high def. But just got a light one here, it doesn't go through the primer. Got a light one here, as well as one here. But that seems to be the worst of it. But let's walk around obviously because this is a Sport Package car. You can see the front park sensors up front. You do have an automatic Xenon headlamp there with adaptive lighting. The lights will actually turn with the car. But the 18-inch wheel in here is part of the Sport Package. It is a Bridgestone Potenza run flat on here. Now the neat part is these are not the cheapest tires. The front size here is it is something. It's 245/40R18. But not the cheapest tires. These are the OEM tires, but these are virtually brand new, better than 95%. Pretty sure they were installed right before we purchased it, as this was an off-lease vehicle. But look at the driver's side. I don't know how much of the reflection you can see in the silver paint there, but it is uniform perfect down the driver's side. The wheels are in phenomenal condition as well. You don't always see that on cars with this low profile tire. Coming around to the rear, you can see the rear park sensors. The only real, looks like just a dimple here from parallel parking, but it doesn't go through the paint, so it's very difficult to notice with my dirty hand there. Proper 550i badging. See the rear sunshade in the back window there? But down the passenger side, I mean, it's a uniformly beautiful, great color combo, excellent condition, virtually brand new car. In the rear of the 550, you're going to find a very, very spacious trunk. We do have the full set of BMW floor mats. See the rears and the fronts as well. But take a look in there nice and deep. Over there on the left, you're going to find the full set of BMW owner's manuals. We do have 2 keys for the car, which is nice that it came with that. And then under here, you're going to find an untouched spare tire and assembly. Inside you're going to find excellent condition among the sport seats up here. They traditionally wear at the edge of the bolster here. There really isn't any wear to discuss. Really a great seat, probably one of the most supportive, a ton of power options, but one of my favorite is this particular thigh support that extends right at the bottom here. It's excellent on long trips, plus I have a less than ideal back, but BMW 5 Series, so you know, mid-size car with essentially a full-size interior volume, but great layout. Obviously, the highest level 5 Series, you know, below the M5, you can expect some beautiful appointments. Sport steering wheel. You've got the dark walnut trim in here, as well as a automatic setting here for the Xenons. Power tilt and telescope steering wheel, with also a heated steering wheel function. Once behind the wheel, you find some of the easiest, most simple legible gauges. You really only have 2 gauges in there. 2 gauge pods, I should say, that give you 4 gauges. Fuel, your instant miles per gallon, which is a traditional BMW hallmark, but then just engine speed and also your speedometer, obviously. But multifunctional display right here that you can control with the turn signal stock. Go through a whole bunch of information on there. But great steering wheel, obviously sport set. Automatic wipers. Press this once to confirm that the wipers are on, and this little light illuminates. But up top here you're going to find BMW's iDrive system. This being an 06 is one of the most advanced versions of this because a lot of people have some difficulty to begin with. No reason to be scared of it. It's actually a very, very simple, intuitive system. You can go through your navigation. This will take you through all of your audio, or so they call entertainment settings. You do have some climate options in here that you can customize, as well as communication. Once your phone is paired, it'll upload your phone book even right into the BMW nav system here. Definitely my favorite Bluetooth as well, but regardless, you can experience that on your own time. Below that, you're going to find the automatic climate control settings. Just hit auto, dial up your favorite temperature, and let the BMW modulate that for you. Right below here, you're going to find a single disc. It's part of the premium sound system. You do have a 6-disc CD changer in the glove box that pairs with it. So single disc here. Below that, DVD system. That DVD drive is for the navigation system because it is a DVD-based system. Heated seats up here. You'll find them for both the driver and passenger. 2 buttons in front of that. One will turn on the park distance control, which you'll see on the readout there. It'll give you a graphic display with colors to show you what your approximation is to other cars around you, or other objects for that matter. Right here you're going to find the essentially basic shifter for the automatic. Just pop it right into drive. All 6 speeds will rocket you forward. You have the option to pop in the left here. It's going to take you into the drive sport mode. It's going to allow the engine to rev a little bit higher before it shifts. And then just literally in that mode, take it, push it forward to put it in the manual mode, or pull it back to go into manual mode. Downshift forward, pull back to upshift, and then right above my head, you're going to find BMW's factory power moonroof. Back seat of the 5 Series, you're going to find a very, very comfortable environment. This leather really does look brand new. Got a nice bulky console here with a couple cup holders, as well as a little bit of storage in the middle. But you do have the rear sunshade package, which, in addition to the power rear sunshade behind my head, you also have individual shades in the rear doors. It's nice. Behind the wheel of the 550, it's sports car all the way. It's handles amazing, impeccably balanced, and it's hard to believe that this is actually a medium to large size 4-door luxury sedan. This particular example, with 41,000 miles on it, just laboring along at 45 miles an hour is extremely comfortable. Quiet, serene, easy, just a nice simple car to drive. I mean, it's as comfortable as a Lexus. I mean, you still feel a little bit more of the edge, but what really sets this car apart is the fact that you can just pop it in sport mode and instantly it's a 360 horsepower sedan that just wants to run wild. Give a little bit of a roll on, but first gear in sport mode in this car, it's a lot of thrust. Wow, it just pins you back. And it just makes such a distinct V8 sound. That's going to sound pretty cool. And then it can just dig right back in. The torque right across the rev range is really, really strong in this V8. And paired to the 6-speed, it really makes the most of the power band. Yeah, this would be an awesome daily driver. After spending time behind the wheel of a car like this, I mean, there's nothing about this driving experience that takes this car away from brand new. BMW does include their maintenance with their cars, so this car, including the brake pads and rotors, is still covered. Obviously, we try to make sure that we have the absolute top quality car, so this car has gone through its maintenance. But I mean, look at the color combo, the drivability, the amenities, and it's a pretty sexy 5.